It is Community Music Monday, one of my favorite days of the week. And guys, let's just go ahead and throw this video is for whatever reason going to be going out to our friend Mick Christian, whose daughter just had their fifth grandchild tonight. So everybody W's in the chat for Mick Christian, who is Mick grandfather for the fifth time tonight. Guys, it's like I said, Community Music Monday. It is pretty simple. The bigger the slice of pie is, the longer the song has been on the pie, or the more members of the community have buffed the song. The smaller it is, the newer it is, and I think that pretty much sums it up. There are 386 songs on this here pie. Let me know if you have a song on the pie. If you're finding out you won on YouTube a little bit later, congratulations. But in the meantime, after one shuffle, I'm going to say good luck to everybody. Good luck to everybody. And spin the wheel. Good luck. Let's see what it's going to be. Big pie, small pie. Big pie, small pie. What's it going to be? Is it... Oh, whoa, I thought it was... That's a real small slice of pie. I thought it was going to be Waterloo Sunset, but Dry the Rain by the Beta Band. I've got no clue. I haven't even the slightest clue. Is the winner here? Does anybody know this? This is Going Optimals. W's in the chat for Going Optimals. Okay, fantastic. This came out in the 1998. So let's open up our handy dandy title here. Is anybody familiar with this song? Are you familiar with this? No? My wife is not familiar with this song. So the best of the Beta Band music by the Beta Band. Well, I don't know if I want the best of. Let's just search Dry the Rain. Maybe that's the only way to do it. I don't know. But if I don't have to do the best of, I don't want to do the best of. Dry the Rain. I guess this is the one it's going to be. Fine. Okay. I'm doing it. Guys, you got to let me know. This is a music discovery stream. Have you heard this band or this album before? I'm completely ignorant to the band, though I guess the song came out in 1998, even though this track is saying that is not the case. So let me know. Guys, I'm going to hit the play button. Notable for its use in high fidelity. Ooh, I can't wait. I'm going to hit the play. The second I said that, Mel picked up her headphones. I literally read that wording and she picks up her headphones. So I'm going to hit the play button. Before I do, it's very important to me that you know that you are awesome, that you are valuable, that you are important, that you matter, that you are deserving of love, and that I am abundantly grateful for even a moment of your time. If you like what you see, feel free to hit the like and the subscribe button. It goes a long way to help me out. If you really like what you see, leave a comment. I would love to hear from you. Or join us on Kick or Twitch. I stream every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Arizona time. These people over here are actually the best people. Come hang out with us. Come discover music with us. I know I speak for all of us when I say we would love to have you by. And I just read a comment, time to experience this band for beta or worse, but he spelled beta. Mel and I, because of David Byrne in Stop Making Sense, saying beta, and they're gonna swallow you up. Let's go. We say beta to each other like constantly, like a couple of times a week. I would say we say beta. So that particular comment just kind of had me rolling. But anyways, guys, without further ado, Raw Doggers, one last time, identify yourself so I have a pretty good idea how many people have actually heard this. Dry the Rain by the Beta Band or the Beta Band, depending on if you're David Byrne or me and my wife or not. Here we go. You've heard it? You like it? I look over at Mel and she's immediately, like literally right as the song starts, I look over and Mel's like, Immediately. So I think that bodes well for a good start. I'm gonna run it back. 15 seconds in, that got a resounding vote of positivity from my beloved. 15 seconds in, that's a good start. Big old fan. I really, 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 really like this, guys. I think what's really got me is like there's an element where it kind of reminds me of Neutral Milk Hotel. From like In the Aeroplane Over the Sea specifically. I got the volume up a little bit. But then there is this is 90s Scotland. Okay, good to know. I don't know if it's the volume, but I'm giving it a little bit more sauce. I'll run it back a little bit as well. But you have this like kind of Neutral Milk Hotel meets Elliott Smith kind of vibe. You've got this really interesting like resonator slide guitar sound. But you've got this like kind of interesting like reminds me of the song Pepper from the Butthole Surfers, that drum beat there in the beginning. You know what I'm talking about? That should be a little better for you. You know, one of the very few songs I know from the artist Beck is a song called "Girl," and he kind of does that same like slide guitar sort of thing. Yeah, you know, and is that Paroshally? I feel like I'm butchering your name. Forgive me. Sounds like Loser. It went to that kind of like also the intro for Beck. You know that acoustic resonator slide guitar sound. I totally agree with you. By the way, Rooskies, make our new friend feel at home. And let me. Is the volume enough for you guys? Do let me know. It's kind of a quiet track.
Brown boots in the corner by the iron bar. Spray on dust is the greatest thing. Sure is the greatest thing.
Kind of interesting lyrics there.
Since the Moths in the corner of the room. A junkyard fool with eyes of gloom. I asked in time again to take me in and dry the rain.
I can agree to that. You know, it's funny as you say that going off a very metal era Floyd vibe. I was thinking it kind of reminds me minimally of like Fearless by Floyd. So that you would say metal era specifically kind of leads into that. But there's this very interesting like kind of goes against the grain of what you would think this acoustic guitar sound would go with that electronic like drum machine sound there in the back, right? Like it's almost a juxtaposition of sound because of how like raw and dirty and almost like southern bluesy that guitar texture is. So it's met with a very interesting thing, and I think you see artists like the Gorillaz, maybe like circa Clint Eastwood, start doing similar things like this. I haven't listened enough to Beck to know, but I would say based off of like the hits I know, he might fall into you know what I mean? I'm not saying the Gorillas. I'm just saying, yeah, I mean gorillas. But, you know, I feel like there is a contemporary thing of like the 90s sound happening there. The stereoscape, the way the slide happens, the way the lyrics are kind of like that 90s abstract flavor. There's something really cool there. And this looks like it was like the Lennon Claypool Delirium or something. This album cover kind of reminds me of the music video we watched for them. I think I said the name right. You guys remember what I'm talking about there?
I asked in time again, take me in, draw the rain. 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 The rain, the rain, the rain, the rain, my rain now.
You hear what I'm saying about the butthole surfers bit though? That lead electric in the Mac. It's playing a rhythm part, but it's coming in over the top. This is a vibe. Not really committing to his solo yet. Marky got with Sharon. Sharon's. Yeah, the addition of that bass line. Kind of reminds me of like a Fish song a little bit. I'm not even gonna lie, but I'm trying to think of what it is. I'm thinking it's reminding me of. I really, really have loved this. If there's something inside that you want to say it out loud. It'll be okay. I will be your light. If there's something inside that you want to say, you can say it out loud. It'll be okay. I will be your light. This whole like part right here is just beautiful. I'm really loving it. Like seeing the support of a person, everything's right.
Somebody else said
it. Who was the person that said it? Because I want them to get the correct credit. Because if you like this song,
follow me.
oh Bart, yeah, yo, W's for Bart, because that is correct. If you like this song and you're here because of the Beta Band, and you're like, oh, this is kind of like Everything's Right by Fish, and you don't know who Fish is, that might be a good transition from me to you. But this has been nice. This has been so nice. I can't not hear everything. I can't not hear everything's more by Fish.
Do you hear that a little bit?
I'm not hearing that off. Maybe I need to let it play a little bit more, but like I can't not hear the Fish song now, which is a good thing. They're in great company. I need love. That sexy bass line, dude.
If there's something inside that you wanna say it alright, it'll be okay. I will be alright, I will be alright, I will be alright, I will be alright.
There is this really cool thing that happens to the texture of the song when it goes from the electronic drums to like the actual drum beat. It lifts the song and the vibe like of everything so much. And the same thing when you get like the added bass line, right? Like the way they build this thing progressively throughout is just really, really, really nice. But there's also, again, just this like a song from the perspective of wanting to help a person that is your person that you just like want to help them be okay. Those to me are some of the most beautiful songs ever. And I think this idea of I will be your light, like you have to let a person find their own light, right? Like people, but like being willing to help a person to that point is huge. And even just this idea at the end where he just simply says, I need love, you know? There is, I think, maybe a little bit of a nod of the kind of give or take, you know, behind what love is. But yeah, this whole thing, this vibe, it definitely reminds me of Everything's Right by Fish, though, for sure. Love and light.
Something inside that you wanna say it alright, it'll be okay. I will be alright, I will be alright, I will be alright, I will be alright. If there's something inside that you wanna say it alright, it'll be okay. I will be alright, I will be alright.
You hear him chanting in the background, I need love. This was a beautiful song. I really liked this. This, what bands were these like? Were they contemporary with bands that I would know? I've never even heard of this band. Did they have hits that I totally missed or something? That was a fantastic first impression. Absolutely fantastic first impression. Besides the music sounding good and having like that kind of cool, 90s mix of sound textures, it had such a wholesome goodness to it. There was an uplifting message. There was a really cool delivery. There was a little bit of the 90s silliness to it. But yeah, I'm definitely a big fan. Guys, I love you. W's in the chat for going optimal. Did you know that guy literally was the one that held the camera as I proposed to my beloved wife? W's for that guy. My Fish brother and homie and brother of music forever. Guys, I love you. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much for the positivity that you show both to me and to one another. Continue to be the best. And until I see you next, be introspective and consider the birds. Goodbye.